So this is our overview. I'm going to start by looking at the planning system more generally, just for those of you who might be picking this module up and don't really have much of a background in the planning system. So I'm just going to give you a rundown on the main characteristics of land use planning. Then we're going to look at some of the interesting data on diversification in agriculture in England, so we can sort of set a context for how important diversification is becoming to farming enterprises in England, and the types of diversification projects that seem to be the most popular, and sort of regionally how this is quite different. Then we're going to have a look, of course, at national and local planning policy, which enable and encourage and support particular types of diversification in rural businesses, particularly obviously looking at agriculture. And then I want to start by looking at diversification projects which fall under permitted development rights, before then we move on to looking at diversification projects which will require full planning permission to the local planning authority. And we're going to look at some of the main ones that are most popular. So we'll look at glamping and tourist activities, the reuse of redundant agricultural buildings, and how they are reused in various ways, before we finish with renewable energy infrastructure on agricultural land and the types of considerations, challenges and opportunities that this is raising as it is becoming a lot more popular. Then I just thought it would be useful on a practical level to end by considering some of the additional supporting information that would be required for an applicant or agent to include within a planning application for particular diversification projects, and looking also at some of the emerging or imminent additional requirements that are going to be coming in over the next few months. For example, biodiversity net gain projects, which will all be required by November. And then just at the end, there will be a reference list and a reading list, so you can follow up any of the things that I have covered or mentioned in a bit more detail in your own time if you're interested.